The views and opinions expressed by the guest author or speaker during this live session are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of Reader's Magnet. The content shared is for informational purposes only and does not constitute endorsement or promotion of any particular belief, ideology, or product.
Hello, authors, book lovers, and storytellers. Welcome to another awesome day here at RM Hive, and you're tuning in to Reader's Magnet featured author interview. I'm your host, Ravan, and our featured author is a dynamic communicator, lifestyle strategist, coach, mentor, and songwriter who has spent more than 2 decades helping people think smarter, lead better, and live with greater purpose. Through practical strategies and powerful storytelling, he empowers individuals and organizations to strengthen their mindset, achieve meaningful goals, and create lasting impact. He is the author of Become a Scam Alert Coach. Let us all welcome Brother Lou Acosta. Hi, Lou. Hi, Brother Lou. Thank you for joining us here today. How are you?
Hey, I'm blessed by the best and on fire for Jesus.
Yes. And you know what? I would
Usual.
love to get to know more about this book right now. So can you tell us what is the title of your book that you are promoting and presenting at the Chicago Book Event? And why did you choose that book?
Well, the book is Become a Scam Alert Coach, presenting scam-proof workshops in schools, senior centers, churches, colleges,
Mm-hmm.
businesses, government facilities. I mean, a whole lot of different places that I do,
Mm-hmm.
and you can do it also. And the reason is very simple. I mean, you have a solution, you have to have a problem to have a solution. And
Mm-hmm.
one of the biggest problems today is scammers, hackers,
True.
frauds, and it's trending all over the place. I mean, getting
Mm-hmm.
bigger every day. People are losing billions on a daily basis, and all you have to do is ask anyone. You know, you go out in the street and you say, "Hey, have you ever been scammed before?" And they'll tell you, "Yeah, on a daily basis. I'm getting all these
Mm-hmm.
calls every day." You know, I'm
Mm-hmm.
pretty sure you've gotten a lot of calls yourself, right?
True.
Yeah.
Yes.
And anybody you
Every
ask, the
day.
same thing. Yeah, the same thing.
Yes. I love how this book actually, is guiding people, to get away from all those scams. Because before I'm actually an author who was scammed before, and this is actually very interesting to me because I love books and I love authors who are also guiding other people, to getting away from all those deceptions. And right now, I want to ask Brother Lou, what do you expect readers to take away from this book?
Well, the main focus of the book is to get people who want to be presenters and facilitators,
Mm-hmm.
to their friends, their
Nice.
family, their co-workers, alert them on over 500 different scams that we have,
Mm-hmm.
that are out there daily. And, our book shows you not only how to be a facilitator and a coach, but also a business person. From the
Mm-hmm.
beginning, you get all the documents. You can uh, get grants, loans to start your own business, to
Mm-hmm.
be a facilitator. You can do it on a part-time basis. Even
Nice.
you just mentioned something, especially authors and publicists. There's a lot of even companies out there that tell you,
Mhm,
"Hey, I'll get your book to do so much stuff," and by the time you
mhm,
look at it, you don't get nothing because nothing is guaranteed. Especially when somebody is promoting a book, or they just go on, then they'll tell you, "Hey, I'll promote your book. You'll be a bestseller," and this, that, and the other. And
mhm,
find out you'll get one or two people to buy, and that was it. So there's a
mhm.
lot of things, a lot of scams. There's the music business. I'm in the music business, and
True,
even in
true.
the music business, you get a lot of scammers out there. You know,
Yes.
and they're atrocious for that in the music business, the music industry. You always find out all these people making millions and millions of dollars for the labels, but then
Mhm.
what are they making? They're getting gypped all
True.
around. So there's scams all day long. There's frauds all day long. There's hackers, trying to get in through your screens. One of the
Mhm,
biggest things that I tell people, well, the biggest right now, according to the FBI, is for seniors.
mhm,
That's the biggest. Romance scams and stuff like that. Every dating app that you can go on, trust me, there's going to be hackers and scammers on the dating apps. And a lot
mhm,
of them, when you really look at it, they're playing games with you. They want you to keep
mhm,
calling people, and they'll get all kind of different people to, get in touch with you and say, hey, hi, so and so,
Mm-hmm.
and you'll have a different host on there. You'll have a picture of some beautiful model, next
Mm-hmm.
thing you know, it's a man on the other side,
True.
trying to get in touch with you.
True. True. Yeah.
I mean, there's so many things going on, man, and we just want to be able to let people know,
Yes.
different scams. And once they look at it and they see the role plays and all that stuff, then they'll know. They'll say, "Wow, that happened to me, and I didn't even realize it was a scam all the time."
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Yes.
basically what we want to let people know.
Yes. And what I love about this book is it actually, it's like a mentorship for all those people who wants to facilitate and teach people how to not be scammed as well. And
Yeah,
it gives a lot of opportunities out there. And this is something that's good as well because it teaches people to also get doors open for them as
yeah,
well to teach other people. And I'm going back to what you said a while ago. Yes, the scams are also, right there. It's every day. I also get a lot of phone calls every day
yeah,
about these people. And in the music industry, I don't know if for all our viewers out there, if you don't know, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, they were also victims of these, and they are popular people.
yeah.
And
Oh yeah,
and I love that you brought this up, as a songwriter as well as someone who's in the music industry, and that is also actually happening even to popular people.
yeah. And
And
what people don't realize, college students are being
mhm,
scammed every day, and they don't realize what, for their
true.
apartments. They come in like a professor calls them or something in the middle of the night, asking them to send something in their papers. They getting their information.
Hmm.
Somebody will call you. They'll say it's a roommate or something like that, and they're stuck somewhere and want you to send them money, and it's all a scam. So for teens, they're scams. Government businesses, they're scams. Seniors, they're scams. So we have different books for the different populations,
Hmm.
but we want people to become facilitators themselves. Because I can't, me and my team can't just go out and hit everybody across, the United States. You know what I mean? So I
Hmm.
rather have people,
Hmm.
learn how to do it and make money at it. You know,
Yes.
why not?
Love that,
Yeah.
You know what, brother Lou, I can notice that there are titles behind you. So can you tell us what are some of the other books that you have and their
Oh
titles?
boy. I matter of fact, here I got coaching series right here.
Wow.
Coaching for
Oh
different,
no, wow.
different
These are all
coaches.
related. Wow. How
Yeah,
many books did you write all in all?
well, I got about 50 of them, but like I do a lot of workshops. I've been doing a lot of workshops for a
Nice.
long time, for last 30 some years. But here behind me I have
Uh-huh.
educational in my educational books. I do life
Mm-hmm.
skills for pretty much middle school, but I focus
Mm-hmm.
a lot from seventh to high school. Why? Seventh
Mm-hmm.
and eighth grade are the most vulnerable ones that can drop out before they even get into high school.
Mm-hmm.
Or if they get into high school, they're going into a whole new territory. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And once they get there, what happens is they came out of knowing everybody in middle school to getting to a high school where they don't know nobody. So within the
Mm-hmm.
first 90 days, they can get recruited to go do drugs, go into
Wow.
parties, so much so that they can even drop out because they starting to hang out with the wrong crowd. So I got one that's
Mm-hmm.
called First 90 Days in High School. And that one is for mainly those that are middle school that are graduating, going into
Mm-hmm.
high school. So this way they would know what to expect before they
Mm-hmm.
get there. You know what I mean? It's like a,
Mm-hmm.
a preset book, to hey, I know what's going to happen once I get there. They're not just going in there and getting recruited right away because they'll know
Mm-hmm.
in advance what's going on. And I'm trying to also get sponsors, like some
Mm-hmm.
of the people like Subways and Burger King, and these guys were asking me about it because they're near junior high schools, middle schools,
Mm-hmm.
and get them to sponsor so they can buy books just to give them to the
Yes.
middle school. You know what I mean? So those are some of the
Yes.
things I'm doing. When it comes to charity work, fundraising, philanthropic type,
Mm-hmm.
movements there with the schools, working with the educational systems, and then we have Angels in the City series.
Oh,
That's
Angels in the City, a
yeah,
series.
that's a 10-book series. And that starts with some kids in detention in a middle
Mm-hmm.
school. And they all go to detention. And from there, the mentor, which is the
Mm-hmm.
counselor, he works with them and they finally get out of detention. When you go to
Mm-hmm.
book two, they're already in high school. Now,
Mm-hmm.
since they're in high school in book two, the same mentor is in the high school with them now. And he
Okay.
puts them, those guys that he worked with called the Radical Fanatics, he get
Mm-hmm.
those kids to be mentors for all the kids that are coming into detention because they got
Nice.
transformed. So now they're mentors. And they go all the way to book 10, where, they're in college, they're professionals now,
Uh-huh.
and they're in the city and they go from city to city to do good work. And so it's for educational, purposes. So young people can see that, they can go through life and do good
Uh-huh.
and do real good instead of just going into the wrong territories. You know what I mean? So that's
Yes.
basically it.
I can see that you're a very busy author,
Oh
50
yeah.
books with a 10 series
Oh yeah.
title, Angels in the City.
Yeah.
And it's actually a series where actually the kids in detention actually grew up in the series. So
Yeah.
from book 1 to book 10. So from the ones in detention to being the mentors of the people in detention.
Yeah.
I love that,
Yeah.
Love the
But
idea of it.
but
So it's kind of like
let me just say one last thing. It don't
mhm.
stop. I had to stop it there, right?
Uh-huh.
Because once people started reading and they started commenting back, oh man, that's such a good.
Mhm.
Hey, why don't you go across the United States and this and that and different
Uh-huh.
cities and get them to, populate and do more groups?
Mhm.
So I started doing that, and I came up to so many things that says, okay, now they're going in different countries doing it. And I said, you know
Mhm.
what? You need to hold back. You know what I mean? Because it's stretching me so much. I
Yeah.
says, let me do what I'm doing first with the 10-book series, because you can go into 100-book series with this
Sure.
all around the world. Because these kids become professionals, and in doing
Mhm.
professions, they go and speak at colleges, and then they get
Mhm.
people to join them. And
Yes.
as people are joining their group, they're going out doing the same thing. So the 6 became 50, and the 50 can become
Mhm.
100. And before you know it, they're doing worldwide missions,
True.
which is
True.
cool. But
It
yeah,
is
I had to
cool.
stop. I
Yeah.
had to stop it there and take a break. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I had to
Yeah,
get
you
back
can
to my
actually
music. You know what I mean? Because if I didn't go
yes.
back to my music,
Yeah.
I would have left it alone.
I love that, you're having music and having your book actually do the message out there. Because what I love about it is that it actually is giving impacts already, giving you positivity and teaching people to be good mentors. And now you're focusing on songwriting while all of those things are happening. So
Yeah,
now I understand that you're a songwriter as well. So
yeah.
can you elaborate on being the songwriter at this time?
Well, I've been a musician since I started playing saxophone in 7th grade. And
Mm-hmm.
from 7th grade, I did percussion. 9th grade, I was a Latin musician doing percussions, always part of the New York music industry. And I became a promoter, club owner, band manager. But it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't until 1988 that I actually started deciding to go serious with songwriting itself.
Mm-hmm.
And since I lost my singing voice,
Mm-hmm.
I sound rough now, but I lost my singing voice. And later on, I just started doing rap, and I got
Mm-hmm.
into gospel music and doing Christian rap and all of that. And music
Nice.
came all over. I mean, right now, I'm considered one of the oldest rappers around, because I was back when hip hop
Nice.
started. When hip
Mm-hmm.
hop started in New York, I was around back then. Because um,
Love
pe-
that.
people don't realize that there was a big peace treaty in New York. In the Bronx,
Mhm,
you couldn't go nowhere. There was gangs all over. I was part
mhm,
of the Ghetto Brothers growing up back then. They all became karate schools and DJs and all kind of stuff. And
mhm.
from there was later on, that's when hip hop started. So I was
Nice.
down there from the beginning. So I know a lot about rap. I know a lot about the history because I was there. Not what these
Yeah.
historians say. You know what I mean? You can read
Yes.
all these books about they'll say this and that. It started on Sedgwick and all that. I know where it started, because we
Yes.
were doing block parties before it even came up. We were doing it with
Mhm,
R&B music, Latin music, and all of that, And then from there, I just decided, well, I'm going to start writing. So now, not only do I write for myself, we're doing a 30th anniversary, myself and my partner, called
Mm-hmm.
the Radical Fanatics. We're having
Oh,
that we're doing the big thing in before Christmas, right after Thanksgiving, around that time. Yeah, so we're just celebrating
releasing
our
the 30th
30th
anniversary.
anniversary. Yeah, and so we're gonna have that. But in the meantime, if you go on Google and you go to Brother Lou,
Mm-hmm.
go to Brother Lou's music. You can find it everywhere, or Lou Acosta, either way.
Nice.
Because as a songwriter, it's Lou Acosta. As a performer, it's Brother Lou.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Brother
also
Lou.
the Radical Fanatics, because that's our group.
Uh-huh.
Kingdom Reps. I mean, it's a lot of different things. You just go on there. Google will tell you all about it. You can even go on Chat GPT and they'll tell you.
Mm-hmm.
They'll bring
Tell
up
you
all the
all
stuff
about
that we
you.
have. But we have a
Oh.
lot of stuff on YouTube right now. One of the biggest things that I had to do was New York's always been my home, and I moved away to Ohio. So I live in Ohio right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I wrote the whole album was New York State of Mind. So I got that
Mm.
up there, and I've been getting a lot of reviews. A lot of people just like, whoa, blown away with it. And
Oh,
why
I'm
did you leave New
excited.
York? And why are you not back in New York? I said, listen, I want peace and quiet. I can't
Mm-hmm.
concentrate if I'm in New York. I got to be, in a nice little peaceful town somewhere. So that's one of the things. And then I have a lot of Latin stuff, Spanish. I have Christian Spanish, gospel.
Mm-hmm.
I even have we did an album. I just finished an album for the line
Mm-hmm.
dancers because they wanted something for line dancers. Long time ago, I did something what's called Santa slide and a DJ
Mm-hmm.
slide. So I decided, well, let me do a country slide. Let me do, hip hop slide. Let me do all kind of,
Nice.
line dancing for everybody. So I do
Yes.
that. On top of that, people were asking me about birthday parties. I did a new birthday song. I did a birthday
Mm-hmm.
song for Martin Luther King. I did a birthday song for
Wow.
Valentine's Day song. I did an anniversary song, a wedding song called Until Death Do Us Art. Instead of Death Do Us
Uh-huh.
Part, Death Do Us
Let's
Art.
do us art.
In other words, you in a marriage, when you're getting wed, you have to draw a piece. You have to draw
Mm-hmm.
art. You have to draw on the canvas. And on that canvas
Nice.
is where you draw your whole life and what is expected of you until the
Mm-hmm.
finished product. You know what I mean? And the
Nice.
finished
Yeah.
product is 1 year at a time, 1 day at a time, till you put it all together. But yeah,
It's kind of
that's my life all day long, 24/7.
24
When
7.
I'm not sleeping. When I'm not sleeping,
Very
I'm
busy, you
writing.
know?
And
Yeah.
when I'm not writing
Songwriter.
music,
Yes.
I'm producing videos.
Nice. You're producing your music and your own videos as well. That's really
Yeah.
good, you know?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. On
So,
YouTube, you can find a lot of videos on YouTube.
nice. So, how can readers and, music fans get in touch with you?
Well, matter of fact, Spotify. I have a lot of stuff on Spotify.
Mm-hmm.
Just about everywhere. I got off of iTunes and Apple
Mm-hmm.
Music because they had a lot of stringent policies, and I didn't want
Mm,
to go through all the headaches, so I went on everybody else.
true.
But Spotify is big. DistroKid is big. They
Yes.
have me everywhere. I have something on CD Baby. I had something on Orchard,
Mm-hmm.
which is run by Sony, but that's from like 2005, 2019,
Mm-hmm.
2017, and now 2026. I let DistroKid do all my stuff because
Yes.
they're real good at it, for
Nice.
independent
Me too.
artists.
I was
Yeah,
doing DistroKid as well. Yeah.
cool.
Nice.
So, like BROTHERLEW,
Uh-huh.
brotherlou.com is my personal, but we're revamping that. So it's
Mm-hmm.
better if they get in touch with me at my Gmail, which is
Mm-hmm.
brotherlou at Gmail, BROTHERLEW at
Mm-hmm.
gmail.com. Or, I mean, listen, they can even call me. I pick up the
Mm-hmm.
phone. I'm a friendly guy. 440-670-7017. But make sure you text and let me know who's calling.
True.
You know what I mean? Because
True.
these new iPhones these days, they'll stop you dead in track and they'll say, hey, wait a minute, we think this may be a scammer.
True. Try to get that a lot as well from a
Yeah,
phone.
yeah.
So,
So that's
brothers,
basic.
I'd love to, give the spotlight to you. Tell us where can we find your books as well?
September from the 1st to the 10th, they'll be out pretty much everywhere. Imgur Spark is going to have some. Amazon's going to have, just
Mm-hmm.
about all of them. And then Barnes and Nobles, they take time before they're spread out everywhere. But by
Mm-hmm.
the September 10th, they should be everywhere,
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be on September 12th and 13th. I'll be in Chicago promoting. I'll be there for 2 days and
Mm-hmm.
be able to talk to some people. If everybody comes out,
Yeah.
be able to talk to people and show them what I have and go from there. I might even do a rap or two for them. You know what I mean? So,
Excited about that. All right, Lou Acosta, brother Lou Acosta, everybody. Get your copy of Become a Scam Alert Coach on Amazon and Barnes& and Noble and all these other books as well. It's going to be available starting on September 1st. So check him out. And you can also check out his website. That's www.brotherlou.com. That's BROTHERLEW.com, brotherlou.com. Check his materials out. You can also email him at brotherlou@gmail.com and check his music out. He's available on Spotify, on Amazon, and on YouTube as well. That's Brother Lou. Check him out. I will also check him out as well. And Brother Lou, I had such a good time with you here at RM Hive. Thank you for joining us here today.
thank you for having me.
And guys, let's open the pages and unravel the secrets of your personal odyssey. And I believe that your ink never runs dry, so go tell your story, storyteller. This is your host, Ravan, and check out Brother Lou as well during our September event at the Printers Row on September 12 and 13. He will be there sharing his stories. And as we say it here at Readers Magnet, we share your story with the world. Bye for now. Stay awesome.
Awesome.